All right, welcome back to the Two Protects One reaction page. And we're coming back with another reaction. And this time, it is Adam Calhoun with Silver Lining. So I wanted to get back into doing single reactions again instead of doing like reaction live streams. I had a little bit of time today. I'm going to do probably 3 or 4 of them. So if you see me in the same shirt, all right, it's because I did 3 or 4 reactions in one day just to knock them out. And I'll probably release them throughout the week. Like here, I don't know if I'll release them all today, but yeah, I'm going to do 3 or 4 reactions today. So, but being busy with softball and roasting Johnny Cashville and making fun of Ryan Upchurch, you don't have a whole lot of time for reactions. But I wanted to make time to this. So this is the only track I have not heard off of Adam Calhoun's new album, which is AmerACal 2. I purposely did that so that I could watch the video and react to the track. Now it's getting a lot of praise. Okay, everybody said this is the best track on the album. I don't know. It's gonna be hard to compete with 750 horses. That's dope. Insane. Gorillas. All right. I do like his other one, Let Me Be. So that's another dope track off his new album. So there's so many to choose from off that new album. That new album is dope. All right. It's something that I can play start to finish. And I always appreciate when an artist puts something together like that. You don't have any filler tracks. You have something that you can put on track 1 and go all the way to the end. So, what the hell my dog's doing down here? Anyway, my dog's down here with me today. But anyway, let's go ahead and jump into this. So this is Adam Calhoun, and the track is called Silver Lining. And we'll go ahead and pull it up and get rolling here. All right, so here we go. Adam Calhoun, Silver Lining. Let's fucking get it. So let's stop it right there for the hook. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. So what I'm thinking, this is like a kind of like a flashback type of scene that's set up as shows like Adam Calhoun as a kid sitting on top of the roof, and then it kind of goes to him as an adult. So I'm thinking more along the lines like these are kind of like flashbacks maybe of his childhood. Now I don't know if it's true or not, but this is I'm thinking that he had a pretty rough childhood growing up. I remember him talking about his grandfather, his grandpa. So meant a lot to him, raised him, taught him how to be a man. So I don't know. I had to dig a little bit more into this, but that hook was dope. The video started off really good. So let's go ahead and back it up just a little bit, catch the tail end of this hook, and then we'll get into the first verse. Blessings given, can't take them away. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. I know tomorrow is a new day, yeah. I can't tell you if I'm dreaming or I'm awake. I've been trying to change everything except for my ways. I'm about to crash out like a wave. Put a mag to my face so a bullet is the last thing I taste. You feel that? I ain't crying out for help, so don't feel bad. Broken home, what the fuck's a real dad? Mine's got mental issues, somehow I'm on prescriptions. And it's hard just living, mental scars from prison. When it's time to go, you know I'm riding. Yo, so that's a deep first verse. He talked about the mental scars from prison. He talked about some of the mental health issues his mom had growing up, not having a dad. Yeah, that shit affects you deeply. Some of the emotional scars that you might have, growing up and stuff. I know for me, I had a pretty rough childhood. My mom and dad split when I was about a year old. So I was, my mom had new boyfriends. My dad wasn't around a whole lot. He was still in my life. My dad's awesome. He was still in my life. Don't get me wrong, but it's a little bit different when your parents are divorced. But so I can relate to a lot of this shit. Watching the struggles. My mom struggled with alcohol. My dad, he just didn't get to see us a whole lot, so it wasn't much of an influence. I was taking guidance from my mom's boyfriends and stuff. It was a fucking mess. My mom drank a lot. It was wild. Uh, so I can understand, carrying some of those emotional burdens, some of those emotional scars through life. I've never been to prison, but I imagine that fucking weighs heavy on you. So let's go ahead and just back it up, catch the tail end of this verse, and get back into the hook, and we'll see what the next verse is like.
Living mental scars from prison. When it's time to go, I'm riding. Keep on moving, it's a long road. I can see the sun on the horizon. Sometimes I wonder where it all goes. Looking at the clouds, ain't no silver lining. Blessings giving, keep taking away. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. I know tomorrow is
Blessings given and taken away. I mean, for me personally, I can look at my life and you see where life has its ups and downs, and sometimes it can be more downs than ups. And especially growing up, childhood, it's pretty rough or whatever. You start questioning things like, damn, dude, is it ever gonna get like easier on my mom? Is it ever gonna get am I ever going to see my dad a lot more often? Shit like that. You start thinking, and then, me personally, it didn't take me long to get into drugs and alcohol, start running with a bunch of fucking wild ass people. So, it's a dope track. The hook is dope. That first verse is really good. So let's just go back a little bit, and then we'll play this last verse.
Got the clouds, ain't no silver lining. Blessings giving, keep taking away. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. I know tomorrow is a new day. Never had a dad, but what I had was a grandpa. His name was Leonard. Old man was colder than the winter. Showed me how to work hard. Told me how to bring home dinner. Grew apart towards the end, cause I was down bad sinning. All the women drinking, never sipping, thinking I was missing reason, mad as hell for disbelieving. Wish he saw me winning, every step has a reason. Name my youngest after you, Calhoun, till I'm leaving. When it's time to go, I'm riding. Keep on moving, it's a long road. I can see the sun on the horizon. Sometimes I wonder where it all goes.
So that one's, I knew his grandpa had a huge influence on him growing up and stuff. That was awesome. But it kind of reminds me of, my grandpa too, growing up. Anytime my mom didn't have like a place to stay, my grandpa would take my mom and me and my brother in and let us live there and kind of take care of us, get us back on our feet. But, I think he was diagnosed with lung cancer when I was I'd have to say I was like 17. He got cancer. And then I got sober when I was like 19. And he was alive like the first, I think maybe like the first year I was sober or something like that. And he got to see me get my GED and stay sober and see me on the right track right before he passed away. But me and him had it out for each other. Like, bro, we did not like each other there for a little while when I was using drugs and shit. But it was good to be able to show him, I don't know, it's sad because he didn't get to see, like, any of his great grandkids or anything like that, So I didn't get to see where I'm at today, which God has blessed me tremendously. But damn, this song is deep. I don't know. I guess I did kind of expect a deeper track. But damn, this shit's hitting me pretty good. I want to go back this last verse. I like this.
Never had a dad, but what I had was a grandpa. His name was Leonard. Old man was colder than the winter. Showed me how to work hard, told me how to bring home dinner. Grew apart towards the end, cause I was down bad sinning. All the women drinking, never sipping, thinking I was missing reason, mad as hell for disbelieving. Wish he saw me winning, every step has a reason. Name my youngest after you, Calhoun, till I'm leaving. When it's time to go, you know I'm riding. Keep on moving, it's a long road. I can see the sun on the horizon. Sometimes I wonder where it all goes. Looking at the clouds, ain't no silver lining. Blessings given, keep taken away. Even when I'm wrong, Lord knows I'm trying. I know tomorrow is a new day, yeah.
Yeah, so that's a super dope track. That was dope. It was a lot more. It was kind of more emotional than what I thought. Yeah, because these type of tracks bring me back to like my childhood and the struggle growing up and shit. But to just see Adam, me and him are a lot alike as far as like caring about our family name and passing on like some kind of legacy or something like. Like I knew like in my heart that I wanted to have a boy. My older brother's got two. My older brother's got two daughters, so I knew I wanted to have a boy. I had two daughters, so I had another. I did have another baby, and it was a son. So, you care about your family's name. You care about making sure that your family's name lives on, type of thing, and that's kind of what I got from that. Like as far as he wants it. He as far as like seeing. His grandpa seeing where he's at now would be dope. But so I don't know, man. I almost like kind of speechless with that track. That track is fucking dope. I'm gonna have to go back and listen to that a few times. But I do want to say this. The album overall is fucking. I don't know. It's probably Adam's best work he's put out, and that's just my honest opinion. Some people might fight me on that, but I'm telling you, I think that this music that he's put out, this album, you mix in all the stuff like he'd already released, like the singles he'd already released, the stuff he'd already made videos for, and then the shit that just came out, Friday? It's fucking super dope. Super dope. But anyway, he just, I mean, he's over and over again, the more I listen to him, it just proves like the reason why he's my favorite artist. Man, it's just that simple. So I am biased when sometimes I am biased when I do his fucking reviews. There have been songs I don't like of Adam's, but I don't know, man. That fucking album is dope. It's dope. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and let you guys go. That's it for the reaction today. Fucking dope song. Go check out Adam Calhoun's Silver Lining if you want to hear the whole song all the way through. But be on the lookout for more reactions. There's a drop here in the next couple days, or maybe today. I don't know when it's going to happen. But be on the lookout for some more individual reactions coming soon. I hope you have a blessed day. God bless you. God bless your family. And God bless the United States of America. I'm out.